And I love that you said not fit, right? Like, how many of you all have ever felt like you don't fit? You just don't fit in. But what if you weren't designed to? And this is the thing that still gets me, because not fitting is kind of, this is kind of like the second part of the call here, right? Of like, where do you belong? Well, you don't really belong anywhere. You belong to you. You're home in your own space, your own skin. And that's the lie of the belonging, of really thinking that, you know, there is a place that I should belong. There's a group of people I should belong to. There's a group of people out there who totally get me. There's a place out there where I'm going to like fit and be like the missing puzzle piece and everything will be fine. That's a huge lie that people live off of here. Yeah, they're going to be people who accept you. They're going to be people who have allowance for you and adore you. But you may even notice with those people that you don't quite fit. You're a bit different, right? But what if that's actually your greatness? Your greatness is your difference. A lot of us don't desire to stand out, or we feel like we stand out too much, so we learn to hide. We learn to blend in. And how much effort and stress and struggle do you put yourself through in order to not be you, just so that you can try to fit into some other person's definition of normal, of okayness, of sanity? Big time, right? Huge. Yeah. So what if you don't fit? What if you knew you didn't fit, but what if that actually didn't mean that you had to be ostracized or alone? What if it was just a way that you could see, perhaps you can bring something to the table that no one else can? And right now, like, retroflect over your life. Just kind of like filter through and look back. All those things that you thought were like normal about you, have you always been something different? You just haven't acknowledged it. For me, I thought I did really good at blending in, man. You know what I mean? And then I kind of look back, I was reading through the book again. I'm like, oh yeah, then I did an internship at Walt Disney World. And in high school, I was mainly doing dancing and modeling after school. So that was kind of odd, you know, and different. And, you know, okay, cool. Well, I'm going to go and just change my mind and get a master's degree and run a hospital. And I'm going to write an award-winning book just because I want to write a book. Like, it's kind of interesting when you kind of look at yourself and you go, oh, actually a lot of the life experiences that I've had have been a little off the beaten path. And here I am thinking I'm like normal and whatever. And even if you haven't had those different experiences, can you look back at the way you've done the normal stuff? Have you done it with a greater sense of ease? Yeah. Are you a person who just makes people feel better just by being in their space? I was talking to a buddy last night. She's been trying to put her facilitation business, her coaching business together forever. And she says, you know, it's just different because I don't do it by talking. She says, I just know that when I'm around somebody, they feel better. And I'm like, yeah, you're a healer. Like we talked about on call 1, you know, that's a difference. That's something that will not fit. That's also something that doesn't have to be like shoved down people's throat. It's a subtlety, but it's a brilliance that you have that I wonder if you can cultivate that, you know? You can go as practical with this conversation as you desire about just the experiences you've chosen thus far. You can also go deeper though too. Just those small qualities of having a different perspective, working in business and being the one who kind of sees it from a different angle and the business takes off. That's the difference. You weren't born to be a cog in the machine. You were born to lead with that. The way you interact with patients, with children, with your clients, with your family, it's leading a different energy into the world. You actually start to really recognize the fact that you don't fit and you won't fit and you were born to stand out. Would you have a little bit more ease with that, you know?